Your silence is your power. In a world drowning in noise, the rarest strength we possess is silence. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of mastery, the quiet fortress we build around our soul. When we choose silence, we do not surrender. We claim power. The ancient ones, those who understood the true battle within, taught us this lesson long before the clamor of modern life. Seneca warned, "Silence is the sleep that nourishes wisdom." We find in silence a place to strip away the distractions, the petty provocations, and the storms of destructive emotion that threaten to unravel us. We live in a time where voices shout to be heard, where opinions flood like a relentless tide. Yet the truly powerful, the truly free, are those who speak little but act with iron will. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, counseled, "Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it." Our silence is that cliff. Why? Because in silence we control what we reveal, and thus what others can wield against us. In silence we gather strength. We temper our reactions. We extinguish the fires of anger, jealousy, and fear before they flare and consume us. We become the masters of ourselves. Consider this. The loudest voices are often the most fragile, desperate to mask their uncertainty. But our silence is a shield forged by self-control and fortified by fortitude. It is the language of the wise, the calm breath amidst chaos, the unspoken power that demands respect without begging for it. The silent observer sees all, reacts to none. True power lies not in the noise we make, but in the quiet vigilance we maintain. The world is filled with chaos, provocations, insults, petty dramas that seek to disturb our peace. Yet the greatest among us become like the shadow in the night, always present, always watching, but never stirred into needless action. Seneca taught us that it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. In this same spirit, the silent observer craves nothing from the uproar of others. They understand that reacting impulsively is surrendering the only true possession they have, control over their own mind. By refusing to engage in every battle, by holding back the urge to defend, explain, or retaliate, we preserve our strength. Every word we do not say, every anger we do not feed, every frustration we do not display, is a victory won against the tyrant within. This is not cowardice. It is the highest form of courage, the courage to remain calm while storms rage around us, the courage to endure insult without insult in return, the courage to hold our ground within, where no external force can penetrate. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." Our silence is our shield. Our stillness is our sword. The silent observer sees the full extent of the chaos, but moves through it untouched. Together, we walk this path, not as loud conquerors, but as quiet masters of ourselves. In this silent vigilance, we find a power no force on earth can take away. Silence is the crucible where fortitude is forged. In the quiet moments when the world demands noise and reaction, silence becomes our crucible, a place where the raw materials of our character are purified by the fire of self-discipline. It is within silence that we confront the most dangerous adversary, ourselves. Epictetus once declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself, but mastery does not come from outward display. It comes from the inner battle waged in the stillness of the mind." When we resist the urge to lash out, to justify, or to be understood, we forge an unbreakable spirit. This silence is no passive surrender. It is an active, deliberate resistance against the destructive emotions that seek to consume us: anger, envy, fear, and despair. Like a blacksmith working metal, each moment of restraint tempers our resolve, making us stronger, sharper, and more resilient. Consider Marcus Aurelius's counsel: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Silence gives us the space to exercise this power fully. It clears away the noise that clouds judgment and allows us to respond with wisdom rather than impulsiveness.